On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Poverty.
The condition of being extremely poor.
Examples:
Poverty alleviation. The cycle of poverty. Many studies have investigated the relationship between poverty and academic achievement.
Succinct.
Concise, clear, and to the point, using as few words as possible to convey an idea or message, brief but comprehensive.
Examples:
Succinct reply. Succinct explanation. My manager gave me a succinct summary of the project's goals and objectives.
Miracle.
An act or occurrence that is not explicable by natural or scientific laws, and is therefore believed to be caused by God.
Examples:
Miracle person. Economic miracle. The doctors said that her recovery was a miracle.
Messiah.
The promised deliverer who God will send to save the Jewish people, as prophesied in the Hebrew Bible.
Examples:
Glorify the Messiah. The arrival of Messiah. Many citizens regard him as a political messiah of the country.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples:
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Christ.
The man that Christians believe is the prophet and the Son of God, and whose life and sermons form the basis for Christianity.
Examples:
Teaching of Christ. Before Christ. Christmas is the day to celebrate the birth of Christ.
Millennium.
A span of 1,000 years, or the 1,000th anniversary, plural, millennia.
Examples:
Past millennium. Millennium bottle of wine. Our world is in the third millennium.
March.
To walk militarily with stiff, regular steps.
Examples:
March against the war. March east. The troops marched shoulder to shoulder.
Inequality.
The unfairness of a society in which some people have more opportunity, money, etc. than others. Mathematics, relation between two values when they are different.
Examples:
Inequality in salary. Algebraic inequality. There are several causes of economic inequality within societies.
Slave.
A person who is either legally or illegally owned by someone, a person entirely dominated by some influence or a person.
Examples:
A slave of drink. A slave trader. You should work hard, but not be a slave to it.
Jewish.
Of or related to people whose traditional religion is Judaism.
Examples:
Jewish history, Jewish culture. My friend is a Jewish woman who celebrates Hanukkah every year.
Shepherd.
A person who tends and guards sheep, especially in a rural area.
Examples:
Shepherd boy, sheep without a shepherd. The shepherd's dog helped keep the sheep in line and protect them from predators.
Instance:
A particular example or single occurrence of something.
Examples:
For instance. Notable instance. These articles cite 5 instances of climate change.
Proclaim.
To announce or state something publicly and forcefully.
Examples:
Proclaim victory. Proclaim law. The leader proclaimed a state of emergency in the country.
Pharaoh.
The title of the ancient Egyptian kings.
Examples:
A young pharaoh. Egyptian pharaoh. The pharaoh Khufu had his people build the most famous pyramids in the world.
Throne.
A chair or seat of state for a monarch or other high-ranking person, the position of being a king or queen.
Examples:
Abdicate the throne. Imperial throne. The king sat on his throne, surveying his kingdom.
Majesty.
Regal or royal dignity, grandeur or greatness.
Examples:
Morning majesty. Majesty of nature. The king's majesty was apparent in his elegant attire and powerful presence.
Miserable.
Very unhappy, uncomfortable, or unpleasant, causing great distress or suffering.
Examples:
Miserable weather. Miserable experience. She felt miserable after her dog passed away.
Holy.
Of or related to a god, divine power, or a particular religion.
Examples:
A holy man. A holy shrine. They gathered to hear the holy teachings of the Guru.
Pyramid.
A polyhedron having a polygonal base and triangular sides with a common vertex, a massive monument with a square base and 4 triangular sides, begun by Cheops around 2700 BC as royal tombs in ancient Egypt.
Examples:
Pyramid architecture. A truncated pyramid. The Egyptian pyramids consist of a vast number of blocks.
Virtual.
Being actually such in almost every respect, existing in essence or effect, though not an actual fact.
Examples:
a virtual image, trading of virtual currencies. She is the virtual president of the company.
Reboot.
To restart a computer or other device by loading and rerunning the operating system. To restart or resume an activity, process, or situation after a pause or interruption, often to improve it.
Examples:
reboot your career, reboot system. I had to reboot my computer after it crashed unexpectedly.
Undersell.
To sell something at a lower price than it is worth or than someone else is selling it for. To downplay or diminish the value or importance of something to make it appear less impressive or desirable.
Examples:
undersell the value, undersell their abilities. The store always tries to undersell its competitors to attract more customers.
Messy.
Disorganized and untidy.
Examples:
messy data, messy handling. His messy bedroom is always a source of frustration for his mother.
Ugly.
Unattractive in appearance, unpleasant to look at.
Examples:
an ugly sound, ugly building. The ugly truth was that he had been lying to her for months.
Aftermath.
The consequences or results of a significant event, particularly a disaster or conflict, a period of time following a significant event.
Examples:
financial aftermath, the aftermath of a crisis. The aftermath of the hurricane left the city in shambles.
Upside.
The positive aspect or potential of something, the upper side of something.
Examples:
have no upside, market upside. Many people see the upside of traveling as an opportunity to experience new cultures and broaden their horizons.
Liberty.
The state of being free within society from oppressive restrictions imposed by authority on one's way of life, behavior, or political views.
Examples:
personal liberty, liberty as a right. The founding fathers fought for the liberty of the American people.
Poorest.
Having the least wealth or resources.
Examples:
poorest of the poor, poorest area. The poorest countries in the world often have the highest rates of malnutrition.
Cynicism.
A belief or attitude of distrust or skepticism, particularly concerning the motives or integrity of other people. An inclination to believe that people are motivated purely by self-interest.
Examples:
cynicism towards politics, intellectual cynicism. His constant cynicism made it difficult for him to connect with others.
Apathy.
Lack of emotion, concern, or enthusiasm.
Examples:
Apathy in the election. Political apathy. The global economic crisis has led to pervasive apathy and powerlessness.
Inertia.
The quality or state of being inactive, sluggish, or slow to move or act.
Examples:
Inertia resistance. Newton's law of inertia. The object's inertia kept it moving in a straight line until acted upon by an outside force.
Overcome.
To succeed in controlling or dealing with something, such as a problem or difficulty, to defeat or overwhelm someone.
Examples:
Overcome opponents. Overcome all difficulties. He tried to overcome a bad reputation and win the election.
Offense.
An illegal act, a feeling of anger caused by a perceived insult to or disregard for oneself, the action of attacking an enemy.
Examples:
Minor traffic offenses. A first offense. Parental indifference to their children leads to juvenile offenses.
Extreme.
Very great in amount or degree.
Examples:
Extreme sports. Extreme weather events. Solar gravity creates extreme pressures and temperatures.
Opera.
A drama set to music, in which the words are sung rather than spoken.
Examples:
Ballad opera. Opera performance. She loves going to the opera house and hearing the beautiful music.
Bombast.
High-flown or pretentious language, especially on unimportant subjects.
Examples:
Mere bombast. Full of bombast. The politicians' speeches were filled with bombast but lacked substance.
Embrace.
To accept something willingly and enthusiastically. Noun, the act of clasping another person in the arms as in greeting or affection.
Examples:
Embrace an opportunity. A warm embrace. The woods embrace the house.
Nerd.
A person who is very interested in and knowledgeable about a particular subject, such as computers, mathematics, chess, etc.
Examples:
A computer nerd. Nerd neck. He was, by nature, a cyber nerd.
Achieve.
To successfully complete a task or goal, often through hard work, perseverance, and dedication, to attain or accomplish something that one has set out to do.
Examples:
Achieve success. Achieve milestones. I will work hard to achieve my goals and realize my dreams.
Patient.
A person who is receiving medical treatment, care, or attention from a healthcare professional, such as a doctor, nurse, or therapist, a personal quality or characteristic.
Examples:
Patient in the hospital. Patient with weight loss. The doctor carefully examined the patient's medical history.
Life-saving.
The act or process of rescuing someone else's life, especially from drowning.
Examples:
Life-saving efforts. Life-saving device. The patient needs a life-saving transplant operation.
Retrovirus.
A type of RNA virus that uses the enzyme reverse transcriptase to convert its RNA into DNA, which then inserts itself into the host cell's genome, which can cause a variety of diseases in humans and animals, including HIV, human immunodeficiency virus.
Examples:
Retrovirus infection. Feline retrovirus. The patient's condition improved after beginning a retrovirus-targeted treatment regimen.
Malaria.
A severe disease caused by a parasite that is spread by the bite of an infected mosquito.
Examples:
Malaria mosquitoes. Malaria endemic area. Many people in tropical countries die from malaria every year.
Sub-Saharan.
Of or relating to or situated in the area south of the Sahara Desert.
Examples:
Sub-Saharan Africa. Sub-Saharan countries. The coffee producers in sub-Saharan countries are at the sharp end of fluctuations in price.
Mortality.
The quality or state of being subject to death.
Examples:
Mortality due to cancer. Lower infant mortality. This disease has a high mortality.
Remotely.
At a distance, not directly or easily accessible.
Examples:
Remotely operate. Control remotely. The company can remotely access its employees' computers for troubleshooting purposes.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
Amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Fin.
A thin flat part on the body of a fish or other aquatic animal used for propulsion or balance.
Examples:
Back fin. A fin of a plane. The shark's powerful fins allowed it to swim at high speeds.
Fantastic.
Extremely good, excellent.
Examples:
A fantastic dress. Absolutely fantastic event. The new amusement park ride was fantastic, with twists, turns, and drops that left riders screaming with excitement.
Innovate.
To introduce new methods, ideas, or products.
Examples:
Innovate a new method. Innovate the quality of his life. Companies developing self-driving cars consistently innovate the emerging technologies.
Historic.
Famous or significant in history, or potentially so.
Examples:
Historic accomplishment. Achieve the historic feat. The Chinese people have accomplished several historic feats.
Trend.
A general direction in which something is changing or developing.
Examples:
An international trend. The trend away from television. The oil price continued their downward trend.
Crush.
To press it firmly, usually with your hands or a tool, so that it becomes flat or smaller.
Examples:
Crush coffee beans. Crush a revolt. The car was completely crushed in the accident.
Decline.
To become gradually smaller, fewer, worse, etc., to refuse to accept.
Examples:
Decline a job offer. Decline in quality. As people age, their digestive capacity also gradually declines.
Unnecessary.
Not needed or required, not essential or important.
Examples:
Unnecessary expense. Unnecessary hassle. The extra steps in the process were deemed unnecessary and removed to streamline production.
Mind-blowing.
Extremely impressive in a way that affects someone's mind or emotions.
Examples:
Mind-blowing discovery. A mind-blowing horror story. The mind-blowing effects of the psychedelic drug were unlike anything he had ever experienced.
Transition.
The process or period of changing from one state or circumstance to another.
Examples:
Transition phase. Ensure a smooth transition. The nation's healthcare system is in transition at the moment.
Despair.
The feeling that there is no hope and you cannot do anything to improve a difficult situation.
Examples:
Despair at the future. Untold despair. His friend's death drove him to despair.
Trajectory.
The curved path followed by an object moving through space.
Examples:
Career trajectory. A trajectory missile. The company has shown an excellent growth trajectory over the years.
Zone.
A specific area, region, or section that is marked off or defined in some way.
Examples:
time zone, zone defense. He was reluctant to leave his comfort zone and try something new.
Crunch.
A loud, crackling noise made by something being crushed or broken, a difficult or critical situation.
Examples:
financial crunch, a gas crunch. The crunch of the leaves underfoot was heard as they walked through the park.
Erotic.
Relating to or arousing sexual desire or excitement, considered taboo or provocative.
Examples:
erotic novel, erotic dance. The painting contained subtle erotic undertones.
Collate.
To collect, arrange, and assemble information or material in a specified order or sequence.
Examples:
collate data, collate information. I need to collate these documents in the correct order before stapling them together.
Elimination.
The act or process of removing or getting rid of something or someone.
Examples:
waste elimination, an elimination tournament. The government's efforts toward disease elimination have been successful in many regions.
Define.
To state or explain precisely the nature, scope, or meaning of something.
Examples:
define a word. Define my position. To advance this discussion, we must define success rigorously.
Adjust.
To make a minor modification to something to make it more suited for a new set of conditions or to make it function better.
Examples:
adjust a schedule. Adjust the rearview mirror. You have to adjust your contents to the age of the audience.
Inflation.
A general and progressive increase in prices. Cosmology, a theory of the exponential expansion of space in the early universe, the act of filling something with air.
Examples:
inflation control. Global inflation. Investment in index funds can often be a hedge against inflation.
Baseline.
A starting point or minimum for comparing facts, the backline bounding each end of a tennis or handball court.
Examples:
baseline budget. Establish a baseline. The products they sell are the baseline for performance in the industry.
Progression.
The act or process of changing to the next stage or phase or moving forward.
Examples:
progression of civilization. Progression of disease. The company has made great strides in its progression towards sustainability.
Combination.
A collection of things that have been combined, an assemblage of separate parts or qualities.
Examples:
Genic combinations. Combination number. The combination to the safe was a secret.
Debt.
Something, especially money, goods, or services owed by one person to another, the state of owing something.
Examples:
Debt ceiling. Corporate debt. He became in debt after losing his job.
Cancellation.
The act of calling off or eliminating a previously arranged plan, reservation, or appointment, the process of invalidating a legal or financial agreement or contract.
Examples:
Cancellation fee. Appointment cancellation. The sudden flight cancellation was a huge inconvenience for all the passengers.
Triple.
Consisting of 3 items or people, 3 times as great or many.
Examples:
A triple mirror. Triple digits. His coach is a triple Olympic champion.
Aid.
Things sent to help countries in need, notably food or money, support.
Examples:
Financial aid. Country-by-country aid programs. Pakistan's aid budget was still being reviewed.
Hundredfold.
100 times as great or as much.
Examples:
Rise nearly hundredfold. Improve hundredfold. The development.
Invest.
To put money, effort, time, etc. into something to make a profit or achieve a result.
Examples:
Invest in stocks. Invest capital. The government should view children as national assets and actively invest in them.
Unlock.
To open something, such as a door, window, etc., usually using a key.
Examples:
Unlock a door with a key. Unlock value. The customs officer required the traveler to unlock his suitcase.
Quadruple.
To consist of 4 items or people, to become 4 times as great or many.
Examples:
Quadruple the amount. Quadruple the price of gold. His stock earnings quadrupled.
Domestic.
Relating to or inside a particular country, not foreign or international.
Examples:
Domestic airline. A domestic animal. GDP stands for gross domestic product.
Governance.
The act or process of governing or managing a political, social, or economic entity, the systems or principles that guide such processes.
Examples:
Good governance. Corporate governance. The United Nations assists countries in building strong governance frameworks and institutions.
Completion.
The act or process of finishing something that you are doing or making, the state of being finished.
Examples:
A completion ceremony. Scheduled completion date. The mayor announced that the renovation of the city hall is now nearing completion.
Halve.
To divide something into two equal parts, to reduce something by half its original amount or size.
Examples:
Have the price. Have the workload. I need to have the recipe to make just enough for 2 people.
Pride.
A feeling of deep pleasure or satisfaction derived from one's achievements.
Examples:
Pride of a company. Hide his pride. She took great pride in her work, always striving for perfection.
Proof.
A fact or piece of information that shows something is true or exists.
Examples:
Documentary proof. A geometric proof. Proof is better than argument.
Concept.
An idea or principle associated with something abstract.
Examples:
Learn new concepts. Concept car. One such rapidly growing concept is quantum cryptography.
Insufferable.
Intolerable or unbearable, causing excessive annoyance, irritation, or discontent.
Examples:
Insufferable heat. Insufferable traffic during rush hour. My insufferable neighbor plays loud music at all hours of the night.
Roll.
To move in a particular direction by turning over and over or from side to side.
Examples:
Roll a ball. Roll down his cheeks. He was exhausted and rolled into bed as soon as he got home.
Farewell.
The act of departing politely, an expression of a wish or well-being at parting.
Examples:
A farewell address. Bid farewell to the departed. There is his farewell party tomorrow.
Concert.
A musical performance given in public by one or more players or singers.
Examples:
Have a concert again. A benefit concert. This artist always packs the concert halls.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Jeopardy.
The state of being in danger or at risk of harm or loss.
Examples:
Put his life in jeopardy. Tax in jeopardy. The project is in jeopardy of being cancelled due to a lack of funding.
Graph.
A picture consisting of a line, lines, points, etc., that shows how two or more sets of certain quantities are related to each other.
Examples:
Graph theory. A graph sample. This bar graph shows sales over the past 5 years.
Screw.
To turn something, such as a bolt, with a driver or wrench to tighten or loosen it. Noun, a cylindrical rod with a helical ridge used to fasten things together.
Examples:
Screw the cap. A female screw. He had to screw the loose knob back onto the cabinet door.
Arc.
The shape of a portion of a circle or other curved line.
Examples:
The arc current. An arc of a circumference. A ball flew in a big arc.
Obstacle.
A thing that blocks one's way or prevents or hinders progress.
Examples:
An obstacle to progress. Obstacle avoidance. The obstacle course was challenging but fun.
Nation.
A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples:
Nation-state. A seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Politician.
A person who is a member of a government or lawmaking organization, especially as an elected member of parliament, etc.
Examples:
A politician in the ruling party. A corrupt politician. The politician lost his position in the end due to the scandal.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Extract.
A short passage taken from a book, piece of music, etc., a substance obtained from something through a specific process. Verb, to obtain from something or to remove something by effort or force.
Examples:
A brief extract from the book. Botanical extract. Anesthetize the gum before extracting the teeth.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Telecom.
A shortened form of telecommunications, The communication of information over long distances through various means such as phones, television, radio, and the Internet.
Examples:
Telecom industry. Telecom service providers. The telecom company is planning to launch a new smartphone next month.
Entrepreneur.
An individual who creates or invests in one or more businesses, especially when this involves taking financial risks.
Examples:
A successful entrepreneur. Billionaire entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs willingly accept business risks to achieve success.
Wealth.
A large amount of money, property, or other things that someone or an organization owns.
Examples:
Majority of his wealth. Material wealth. The wealth inequality was unavoidable.
Disease.
A disorder or illness that affects the body or mind, often characterized by specific symptoms or abnormal functioning of organs or systems.
Examples:
Disease prevention. Disease control. The doctor diagnosed him with a rare disease that had no known cure.
Corruption.
Dishonest, harmful, or illegal behavior, especially of people in positions of power.
Examples:
Corruption accusation. Federal corruption charges. Rampant corruption led to a loss of trust in the government.
Vaccine.
A substance that is put into the body and protects them from disease by causing them to produce antibodies, equals proteins that attack harmful bacteria, viruses, etc.
Examples:
Development of vaccines. An oral vaccine. The mRNA vaccine was approved in less than a year because it did not contain the fragments of the target virus.
Transparency.
The condition or quality of being easy to see through.
Examples:
Lack of transparency. Transparency during the trials. The main discussion topic is government transparency.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Daylight.
The natural light produced by the sun during the day, especially in contrast to artificial light or darkness.
Examples:
Daylight hours. Natural daylight. The view of the city skyline from the top of the building looked amazing in the daylight.
Turbocharger.
A device used to increase the power and efficiency of an internal combustion engine by compressing the air entering the engine, thereby increasing the amount of fuel that can be burned and the power that can be generated.
Examples:
turbocharger boost, turbocharger kit. The turbocharger in the truck's diesel engine forced more air into the combustion chamber.
Excite.
To make someone feel suddenly enthusiastic or eager.
Examples:
excite the crowd, excite rebellion. The news of her promotion excited her.
Millennial.
Relating to a period of 1,000 years or the year 2000. Noun, a person born between the early 1980s and the late 1990s, also called Generation Y.
Examples:
millennial record, the millennial reign. Earth's ecosystems are greatly affected by millennial-scale changes in climate.
Exposition.
A comprehensive description and explanation of an idea or theory, a collection of things, such as goods or works of art, etc., for public display.
Examples:
an international exposition, rational exposition. The exposition in the novel provides background information on the characters and setting.
Exciting.
Causing a lot of interest or excitement.
Examples:
exciting football player, exciting news. The findings of the experiment were both exciting and unexpected.
Delete.
To remove something, especially that has been written, to wipe out digitally or magnetically recorded information.
Examples:
delete a file, delete this modification. Highlight the sentences that you want to delete.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples:
basic brain function, permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Cliché.
A phrase or expression that has become overused to the point that it has lost its original impact or meaning, a trite or unoriginal idea or statement.
Examples:
cliché plot, age-old cliché. Using the same cliché phrase in every conversation can take time and effort.
Supplicant.
Someone who humbly or earnestly requests or petitions for something, particularly from a person or entity of greater power or authority.
Examples:
supplicant prayer, supplicant tone. The prisoner appeared before the judge as a supplicant begging for mercy.
Impoverished.
Reduced to poverty or destitution, lacking in resources, means, or vitality, depleted or exhausted.
Examples:
impoverished nation, impoverished family. The impoverished villagers struggled to make ends meet with little access to food and clean water.
Erase.
To remove something completely, especially by rubbing it.
Examples:
Erase a memory. Erased the files. He attempted to erase the misspelled word.
Transform.
To change an outward structure or looks.
Examples:
Transform an education system. Transform heat into power. My father's death transformed my life completely.
Rough.
Not quite exact or correct, having or caused by an irregular surface.
Examples:
Rough and tough. Rough estimation. The vehicle bounced along the rough mountain road.
Semblance.
The outward appearance or visible form of something, especially when it is different from the reality beneath, a vague or superficial similarity.
Examples:
Semblance of truth. Loose semblance of identity. There was no semblance of order at the chaotic protest.
Infect.
To affect a person, an animal, or a plant with a disease-causing organism.
Examples:
Infect other animal species. Infect a computer with a virus. Children often infect parents with this head cold.
Virtue.
High moral standards in behavior or attitudes.
Examples:
Virtue of frugality. Acquire a virtue. She had many good virtues and few faults.
Virus.
A tiny infectious organic material that causes disease in people, animals, and plants.
Examples:
Spread of the virus. A strain of virus. An infected person in the hospital will likely pass the virus to others.
Countless.
Too numerous to be counted or very many.
Examples:
Countless hours. Answer countless questions. There are countless methods for dealing with stress.
Contagious.
Able to be passed on to others through contact or proximity, especially by infection or disease.
Examples:
Contagious enthusiasm. Contagious virus. The disease is highly contagious and spreads quickly.
Adventure.
A journey or a series of events that is unusual, exciting, or dangerous.
Examples:
Gastronomic adventures. Adventure film. He sailed the Atlantic Ocean multiple times during his adventures.
Clarion.
A loud, clear, and ringing sound, often used to signal an alarm, warning, or call to action, a type of medieval trumpet.
Examples:
Clarion tone. The clarion sound of the trumpet. The clarion call for social justice has been made by activists worldwide.
Dare.
To have the courage to do something.
Examples:
Dare not go. Dare to take risks. I wouldn't dare to speak to him like that.
Emotion.
A strong feeling such as love, anger, etc., deriving from one's situation, mood, or relationships with others.
Examples:
Control my emotion. Afraid to show emotion. Some emotions are common across cultures and backgrounds.
Obvious.
Easy to see, discover, or understand.
Examples:
Obvious reasons. His conclusion was obvious. There are obvious differences between the two wine-producing regions.
Jail.
A facility where criminals are kept to be punished for their crimes, a prison.
Examples:
County jail. Be in jail. The police escorted the prisoner to the jail.
Tattoo.
A form of body modification made by inserting ink, dyes, or pigments, either permanent or temporary, into the skin to form a design.
Examples:
A tattoo artist. A person who has a tattoo. Any activity on the internet will be stored as a digital tattoo for life.
Agenda.
A list or outline of things to be done, discussed, or considered.
Examples:
Agenda setting. Ambitious agenda. The agenda for the meeting includes discussions on the budget and new project proposals.